Hello students, this is the class of General English. Today we will be learning the first chapter of your General English. The first chapter here is the portrait of a lady. Now before starting the chapter, I will tell you to go through this chapter once for a better understanding. The Portrait of a Lady by Khushwant Singh. Khushwant Singh is an Indian author, journalist and a lawyer. And here in this chapter, he has written about his childhood. Now, the whole story, the portrait of a lady. First of all, what do you mean by the word portrait? The word portrait means an image, a sketch, a photograph. This story is about a lady. We will get to know about the character, about a lady who was so well known to the author. The whole story comes with a lady, and the lady is the grandmother of the author. This story tells us the friendship between the grandmother and the author. Means the friendship between Khushwant Singh and his grandmother. To begin the chapter here, we will get, if you are going to the chapter, you will get, first of all, he starts like this. My grandmother, like everyone's grandmother, was an old woman. Yes, we know it very well. We are also having grandmothers, or we once had grandmothers. So, grandmothers are generally old, and we are very likely to be very close to our grandmothers. We love our grandmothers very well. We love our grandmothers because grandmothers or grandparents are the only people who loves us more in the family. Here he is telling that like everyone's grandmother, his grandmother was also an old lady. She was so old that wrinkles were there all throughout her face. We all know our grandmothers are also having wrinkles all through their face. Now, he heard that his grandmother was once young and pretty, which he could not able to believe, because from the last 20 years he has seen his grandmother the same she was when he was a young boy and till now. Here we will get that what he is telling, that he is he has seen his grandmother from the last 20 years the same way she was earlier. He is 20 years old now, and a 20 years old boy is writing this story. So from the last 20 years, from his birth till now, he has seen his grandmother the same way she was when he was a small child, a kid. What he is telling, that I have not seen her grown more older than, I have not seen her grown more older. From my childhood, I can able to see her the way she was like now. And people say that when she was young, she used to be very pretty. She used to look very beautiful. What he is telling, I could not able to understand. I could not believe that she was once pretty and young, because from the last 20 years I had not seen her grown older. How could she be very young and pretty? That is beyond my imagination. Acha. Now, what he is telling, he has not seen his grandfather. His grandfather died before he had taken birth. He has only seen a picture of his grandfather. A portrait is there, a picture of his grandfather is there in his house. A picture of his grandfather is hung above the mantelpiece. His grandfather's picture is hung above the mantelpiece of his house. What is mantelpiece then? In the colder regions, we can see in pictures, in movies you have seen, there is a fireplace in the house, and that fireplace is called, the above portion of the fireplace, that fireplace is called mantelpiece. So, above this mantelpiece there is a fireplace in their house, and above that mantelpiece there is the portrait of the picture of his grandfather. A picture of his grandfather is hung there, is there. By looking at the picture, he could able to say that his grandfather looks like 100-year-old man. He was putting on a huge turban. Turbans means we in our local language we tell it pagdi. Yes, he was putting on the, you can see this Khushwant Singh, he is a Punjabi. We all know the Punjabi people, they put on turbans over their heads, and that his grandfather was also putting on a huge turban over his face. He was putting some loose fitting cloths, some pajamas or all that he was putting on, and there were beard all throughout his face. His beard covered the best part of his chest, and he looked like a man of 100 years. What is telling? His grandfather was looking more older than his grandmother. His grandfather seems that he is having more grandchildren than his own children and a wife. It does not, he doesn't look like that he is a person who will be having a wife and some children. It looks more like he is having more grandchildren. The thought about his grandmother, that she was young and pretty, was almost revolting. Why revolting? Because he has not seen his grandmother from his childhood, like he has not seen her little young. He has seen the same way she is older now. She has always been, up to this we have got a pan picture of his grandfather, that his grandfather looks old, 100 years of old, 100 years of age. He was putting on a turban, loose fitting clothes, and he looks so older that he will be having more grandchildren than his own children and a wife. Coming back to the grandmother now. He is telling us how his grandmother looks. How his grandmother look. His grandmother is a short lady, fat and little slightly bent. We all know that when we people grow old, you have seen the older people, when they grow old, you can see their body takes the shape of slightly bent. They bend slightly. So his grandmother was also little short, she was fat, and also she was little bent. And there were wrinkles crisscross over her face. All throughout her face there were wrinkles and wrinkles going here to there and there to everywhere. Her whole face were covered with wrinkles. There were she was terribly old, that she had not grown older from the last 20 years. She was so old, so terribly old, that she has not grown older from the last 20 years. And what she used to do all throughout the day, she used to walk all over the house, and she used to pray. Her lips used to move continuously. She talked less and she do prayers more. She used to put on white dress, and her silver locks, her hair, white grey hair, used to cover up all her face as if a ghost. Putting on white cloths, hair cover all through the face, bent and walking all through the house. Yes, she was not pretty, but she was beautiful. We all know the old people, though they, however they look very beautiful, they look very pretty, very nice. You can look at your grandparents, see them, their face are full of wrinkles, yes, but they look so beautiful, so nice. He is also telling that his grandmother was also very old, wrinkles all over her face, her hair covered all her face, but she was looking very beautiful. She used to pray and she used to walk all through the house. Now, while walking, she was so old that she could not balance herself. While walking, she used to put one hand on her waist to balance herself to walk. And while walking, while doing anything in the house, she used to pray all throughout the day. Means every time her lips used to move continuously in remembrance of the God. Now, we have got a pen picture of the grandmother and the grandfather as well. Now we will get what kind of friendship the author and his grandmother shared. What the author is telling, Khushwant Singh, he is telling that he and his grandmother were very good friends. We all are also very good friends of our grandparents. They share so many things. They share the hidden things of our parents to us. Which our parents don't tell us, they share the hidden things of our parents. And then what we do, we take the collection, we take all this collection from our grandparents, and then we tease our parents that while you were a child you used to do this and that. Here also we will get a good friendship, a good bond of love between the grandmother and the author. While from his childhood, he was left with his grandmother. His parents went to a city and he and his grandmother used to live at a country house. They used to live in a village. Their parents went to the city and he was left with his grandmother. So, from the very childhood, he was taken care by his grandmother. Every day, his grandmother used to wake him up from the bed, used to make him take bath, used to get him ready, give him food. Then she used to take him to the school. Now, where was his school then? His school was the village temple, the baranda of the village temple. We can see the village people, the country people, that in the morning, the children of the native villages, what they do, all together they go to a place. In earlier days, they used to go under the teacher used to teach under a tree. They used to go to the temple and the teacher used to teach them. Now, his village school was the village temple, the baranda of the village temple, and his teacher was the priest of the temple. Over the baranda, all the children of the village, they used to sit in 2 rows. See, this is the baranda. They used to sit in 2 rows. In between, there is the space where the teacher used to walk. You can see here the teacher used to walk, and here the students, they are sitting. The teacher is the priest of the temple. Remember that. His village school was the baranda of the village temple and his teacher was the priest of the temple. They used to sit in 2 rows of the baranda. The teacher used to walk and they used to teach, he used to teach the children of the village. Now, while going to the school, his grandmother, what she used to do? from the very morning, she used to get up very early, and from the very morning, she starts to pray in a sing-song manner. Now, yes, in every religion, we are having some religious songs, and we sing it. Sometimes we sing it. So, here the grandmother, every morning she used to sing the religious songs monotonously. She used to sing in the hope that the little boy, the little author, can able to learn it, which he never bothered to learn it. He never bothered to learn it, but he used to listen to her because she was having a very sweet voice. He loved to listen her voice, but he never bothered to learn it. While going to the school, she used to fetch him a wooden slate. A wooden slate, if you have seen it, slate in earlier days, children used to go to the schools with slate and chalks. She used to wash the slate and give him a yellow chalk and a slate and an earthen ink pot, a red pen and some bundles. Yes, she used to put them all in a bundle and tie all these things in on his hand. In the morning, while going to the school, she gives him stale chapati. Now, chapati we know, chapati is roti, which we tell. And what do you mean by stale? Stale means which is not fresh, which is made earlier. Yes, in Bengali we tell stale means bashi, means she used to give a bashi roti to the author with a little butter and sugar spread on it. With a little butter and sugar spread on it, he used to take it and he used to go to the school. While going to the school, she used to take him to the school. And while going to take him to the school, she carries some more stale chapatis in her. She carries some more stale chapatis with her for the village dogs, for the street dogs. She loves animals and mostly she loves dogs. She carries the chapatis for the to give to the street dogs. So, when the priest in the morning teach them, his grandmother used to stay inside the temple. All throughout the time when the priest continues to teach them, she used to stay inside the temple and used to pray and read the scriptures, read the holy books. Now, what did the teacher teach him in the village? What the teacher used to teach him in his childhood? The teacher, remember, the teacher was the priest of the temple. So, it is very clear that he will teach some religious things and also the alphabets. What he used to teach? He used to teach. They used to sing some chorus. They used to sing in the chorus in a chorus manner. They used to sing some religious songs, and they had learned. They used to learn some prayers of the. They learned prayers and songs of the religion, of some religious prayers and songs, and they also learned the alphabets. The priest, the teacher, used to teach them alphabets. After the class gets over, the grandmother comes out of the temple and take him to the house. She used to walk all through the way to the house. While walking back to the house, she used to give the she used to stir up the chapatis, stale chapatis which she had carried while going on, and she used to give all this to the village dogs. Before she could come out of the gate of the temple, the dogs are very well known that grandmother is having some food for them. So they used to gather there before the grandmother comes out of the temple. And all throughout the way, all throughout the path, they tear up, he and his grandmother, they tear up the chapatis and they give it to the dogs. The dogs growl and shout to take more pieces of the chapatis the grandmother used to give. So this is all about his village life and the bond with his grandmother. Now, after his parents got settled in the city, they sent for them. After his parents they had settled well in the city, they called him and him and his grandmother to go back with them to the city. What the author is telling, that was the turning point of his life. Remember that. Moving from the village, moving from the country to the city, moving from the village to the city is the turning point of the friendship, of the turning point of the friendship between the author and the grandmother. How it is the turning point? Now, all throughout his childhood, he was there in the village with his grandmother. They used to share the same room, the same things, the same way of life. While moving back to the city, although they had shared the same room, but his grandmother never came to school with him. Earlier in the village, she used to go with him to the school. Here in the city, when he went to the city, he has taken admission to an English medium school. Earlier he used to go in a village school. The priest was a teacher. Now he had taken admission to an English medium school. And earlier the grandmother used to take him to the school. Now he goes to the school in a motor bus. And there were no dogs in the street. In the city, while moving to the city, there were no dogs in the city. But we know grandmother loves animals and birds. She has taken up some new job. What is the new job she has taken? She used to feed. Earlier she used to, in the village we have found that she used to feed the dogs. Now coming to the city, she feeds the sparrows. She don't go out of the house now, but sitting in the courtyard of the house. What is courtyard? In Bengali, we all know, we all are having, some of us having this courtyard in our house, in our home. What is a courtyard? Utan. We all know it very well. In Bengali, it is called utan. And by sitting in the utan, in courtyard, she used to feed the sparrows. The sparrows, the birds creeping, the birds come creeping, and she feed. Now she feed the bread to the sparrows. Acha. Up to this we will be discussing today. To sum it up, what we have found today is that there is a bond of love between the author and his grandmother. What we have got today, that his grandfather, he had not seen his grandfather. His grandfather died before he has taken birth. He had only seen a portrait, a picture of his grandfather. In that picture, what he has found? He has found that his grandfather is very old, and he was putting on some turbans, loose fitting cloths, and he was having beard all throughout his beard covered the best part of his chest. And he looked like he is having more grandparents than his more grandchildren than his own children and wife. And what we have found about the grandmother? That she looks so terribly old that she has not grown older from the last 20 years. She was little bent while she used to walk, and she could not balance herself. She put one hand on her waist to balance herself, and she talked less. She talked very less. Only when it is necessary she talks. And she used to pray all throughout her day. Every time her lips used to move continuously. She keeps on remembering God. She keeps herself busy in prayer. Then what we have found? We have found the bond of friendship. What is the bond of friendship? That from the very childhood they used to live together. They shared everything from waking up in the morning till going to bed at night, she used to be there with her grandchild. Who is the grandchild? The author, Khushwant Singh. She used to go to the village school together. She used to give him food, chapatis. Then she used to make him get ready for the school, give her all the things to go to the school. And she used to also stay in the temple, inside the temple, till the time his school hours goes on. And while coming back, what we have found? They give the chapatis to the street dogs. And then what we have found? He used to learn some prayer and the alphabets in his village school. His village school was the baranda of the village temple, and his teacher was the priest of the temple. Then we have found that once when his parents had settled well in the city, they had called him and his grandmother, and that was the turning point. That was the turning point of his life. That was the turning point of his friendship, with his grandmother. Earlier she used to go to the village school. Now she stays at the home. Though they share the same room. Yes, in the city as well. They both shared a single room. They both shared that friendship, but it was little less from the village. Earlier she used to go with him, now she stays home. Earlier they used to feed the village dogs in the street. Now she stays, she sits in the courtyard and she feeds the sparrows. Now he had taken admission in an English medium school and go to the school in a motor bus. So I hope, student, that you will go through this chapter. I can show you that today we have it is the page number 4 of my book of this edition, if you are having this edition, and it is the second last paragraph of page number 4. I will again suggest you to go through this chapter and to find out what is there inside the chapter. It will be better for you. Now, before ending up our discussion, I will be waiting for your, if you are having any doubt, I will be waiting, I am waiting to know what you are lacking, what you are having the doubts. Go to the comment section, and if you are having any doubts, please tell it to me. Alright, till then, thank you.